Hello everybody, this is Larry Football here with my third video blog for the 6th annual Vodka Cup Fantasy Football League, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about the way I do my draft. Now, we already had our draft and I got a lot to say about that, and I did say a lot about that already on the message board, but trust me, there's a lot more for me to say, and I'll say it in a video, but not in this video. I want to show you exactly how I come about with my Bressler matrix, as coined by Thor Sr. I made a little chart over here, and I want to explain how I do it. I do it based on value-based drafting. Now, here's how it works. It's not about what players make the most points. I mean, we all know what players make the most points, the quarterbacks. But it's about what players make the most points amongst the same players in the same position. You know, how do they compare amongst that? So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Let's start with quarterbacks, because it's easy. In our league, we only can have one quarterback to start. It's different than it was last year. Last year we had a quarterback and we had a flex position where you could put a quarterback in it. Not this year. This year, everybody gets one quarterback. That means on every given Sunday, there's going to be 12 starting quarterbacks in our league. Somebody's going to have the first best and somebody's going to have the 12th best. It's just the way it is. So what you do is you take all the quarterbacks in the league and you figure out, all right, how many... Let's start with Aaron Rodgers, because I picked Aaron Rodgers as my #1 quarterback. All right. What you do is, how many touchdowns is he going to throw? How many yards is he going to throw? How many interceptions is he going to throw? Is he going to do any rushing? Is he going to do whatever it's going to be? You know, add it all up for the whole year. What do you think your projections are going to be? You could base this off of what he did last year. Maybe go with the last 3 years and average it out and see what you think he's going to do this year. Whatever you do, you want to get a projection, and you want to do that for every single player. In this case, these are the quarterbacks. Okay? Once you have everybody's projections out, then you use the formula in the scorings and settings for our league to decide, well, how many points is he going to get in our league for the year? And then, once you have all the points done, you can then see where they rank against each other. Now, for example, when I did that for everybody, Aaron Rodgers, 380 points. Michael Vick, 378. So as you can see, I picked Aaron Rodgers as to be the top quarterback over Vick. Some people think Vick's going to be. Whatever. They're pretty close. 80, 378. Now you go all the way down. Since everybody in our league is going to have 12 quarterbacks, then what I do is I show the first 12, and then the 13th quarterback is going to be the baseline. Now the baseline is going to be at 0. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 13, Joe Flacco. That's who I got anyway, I think. That's going to be the baseline. That means 0 points for Joe Flacco. Now, Matthew Stafford had 302 in my projections, so he's got 4 points better. So he's a +4. You do that all the way, and you can see that Aaron Rodgers has a +82. Michael Vick is a +80. Then it goes down to Tom Brady, 3rd at +54. This is how I do the ranking. This just means that Aaron Rodgers is going to be 82 points better than the baseline guy. And anybody below Joe Flacco, like Jay Cutler, is at -2. Eli Manning, -8. That's how you do it. And you do that for every position. Now let me go over here just to show you that I also did it for the running backs. Now I didn't put all the running backs. Now remember, in our league, we're going to have 2 running back slots, and we also have a flex position that allows for running backs. Okay, so that means with the 2 running back slots, that means 24 running backs that are going to be starting, plus another 12, possibly, for the flex position. So what you do is you rank all the running backs down to 36. And here, you do it the same way. How many touchdowns are they going to make? How many yards are they going to run? All that stuff. This is how many points they're going to get in the season. And you do it for all. I didn't do all 36 here, but I showed you the top 6, and then I go 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 36, 37 would be right under 36, and that's their baseline at 0. Pierre Thomas is 0. So how much better is Adrian Peterson over Pierre Thomas? 148 points better. So what does that show you? First of all, look at this. Aaron Rodgers, 380 points. Much better than 261 points for Adrian Peterson. But Aaron Rodgers is a +82. Adrian Peterson is a +148. What does that mean? That means Adrian Peterson is more valuable than Aaron Rodgers. So if you have the first pick in the draft, you should go for Adrian Peterson. Or if you think Arian Foster was the one, take Arian Foster, like Timmy did. That was like the best move he did in the whole draft, okay? Some people like Chris Johnson the best. All right, take that one the best. But if you take a quarterback first, you're killing yourself because you have better value over here. Go down to the sixth best, Maurice Jones-Drew, a plus 113. That's more value than Aaron Rodgers or Michael Vick. Anyway, do that for everybody. And this is how I made the whole, like, who had the best draft. Because it's not really who had the best draft. It was who had the best draft based on my projections, which could be totally wrong. And, you know, it is. But, you know, it's all recorded. I could see what I did last year and see how I was wrong. Like, for example, last year, Michael Vick wasn't even in the radar. He was nowhere. I fortunately got Michael Vick because I was right next to my computer when he took over for Kevin Kolb, and I just grabbed him. But, you know, I was stupid and traded him away to Justin. Okay, it happens. Anyway, this is how I do it. If you have questions, let me know, because you do this with every single one, like your tight ends. Everybody gets one tight end. So it's 12 tight ends, plus you can put a tight end in the flex, so that you make another 12. You take the top 24 tight ends. The 25th one is going to be the 0, and everyone else is just a grade better than that based on where you project it. And then you do that for everybody, and everybody gets a plus point or a minus points. And you do that for everybody that everybody drafts, and that's how I came out with the number. Of course, I had the highest number because I made the projections. I know who to pick. I made it. Doesn't mean I'm better than anybody. It just means that I know what I projected. And Thor, he was second best because he picked the best players that I projected. So that's why I got it. Anyway, the main reason why I do this, anyway, the Bressler Matrix thing is just to piss people off because it's kind of funny. Anyway, before we go, we got to have some of this, like I promised. And there's the glass, Fiesta Lanes. We'll get a little bit there. Cheers, salud. That's good. This time we're going to have a little chaser. Thank you. All right, well, anyway, that's basically how I do it. Let me know if you have any questions. This is Larry Football.